Hello, first graders. Welcome to part 2 for our lesson. We're still covering Unit 3, using energy to communicate and Be a Scientist notebook. So please open page 82. All right. Explore the digital interactive. Use sound and light to communicate on ways we use sounds and light every day. All right, so we're gonna have a little activity that we'll do it together, and we're gonna learn and have an answer for this question. So let's listen to the question. Why does a smoke detector flash a bright light and make a loud sound? All right, so let's see what we have here. All right. So you know that it's important to have a smoke detector in the house, and we're gonna find out that smoke detector use light and sound, and what's the use and the benefit for having this in houses. All right, so let's click and listen.
Smoke detectors are important in the kitchen in case something catches on fire while cooking. The bright flashing light and sound will alert you that something is on fire. Smoke detectors also blink when the batteries are dead.
Okay, so we know that now smoke detector important in kitchen in case something catches on fire. So what will happen? The bright flashlight will flash and the sound will alert people that, you know, there's a fire or they need to check what's in the kitchen. Also, when the batteries are dead or almost dead, the smoke detectors will be blinking. So that means you need to change your battery. All right. So let's go for another listen and watch.
Some alarm clocks flash a bright light along with sound to alert you that it is time to get up.
So this is another way for using light and sound, like alarm clocks. So alarm clocks flash a bright light, and also you have the sound that inform you and let you know that this is a time to get up. Okay, let's go for another use for light and sound together.
Telephones light up and make sound to let you know that someone is calling you.
All right. Let's see what we have again here. This is a smoke detector. All right, let's listen to it.
There should always be a smoke detector in your bedroom to alert you in case of a fire. Smoke detectors flash a bright light to alert you of danger. They are also very loud and can wake you up when you are asleep. Smoke detectors also blink when the batteries are dead.
So this is all uses for devices and tools that help us to stay safe using light and sound, either light and sound together or only sounds or only lights. Let's see also what we have here.
A doorbell uses sound to alert people when someone comes to visit your house. It also lights up so you can find it in the dark.
All right. Okay, so let's go back to our activity, page 82, and write the answer here. All right, why does a smoke detector flash a bright light and make a loud sound? Because light and sound warn people, of course, if there's any danger. And of course, wake them up. If they are asleep. So the smoke detector flash a bright light and make a loud sound. That because why? Because light and sound warn people of danger. So if you cannot hear it, you see the flashlight, and if you're asleep, the sound will wake people up because they're in danger. All right, so let's go for complete I can statement. I can construct an explanation. like me, now I learn that I have an explanation, or I understand why things happen after covering this part of the lesson. So I can construct an explanation about what? How we communicate using sound and light. Using sound and light. Because that's what we have. This is a lesson for today. This is like the essential question. All right, so let's go for next page and see what we have. Okay, page 83. Right. So this is like if we talk about main ideas and details. So the main idea is that people use objects that make sounds and light to communicate, and then the details we put in examples like people use sound and light from like phone to send and receive message, or the smoke detector, or the lighthouse that light and make sound and light, so keep the ship on a water safe. So this is like, you know, if you want to put it this way, you have an idea of that, what was the main idea and what's the details that cover this main idea. All right. Okay, research, investigate, and communicate. Game with light and sound. You will investigate how games use light and sound. So what we need, a video games on board or game that you use light and sound. Could be on your phone, on your Game Boy, or in your laptop. So you will investigate how games use light and sound. Make a prediction. How do games use light and sound? So make a prediction is like, guess, put your thoughts. What do you think? All right, so if we say, if you know when you play video games, so we know that we use light and sound to communicate and to let you know what happens. So if you're losing, or if you're scoring, or you're making points, or you're losing points. So that's pretty much, I think, what the games use light and sounds for. So let's put some of what we just said over here. Okay, we're gonna say that, for example, video, all right, video games use light and sound to communicate and to also let us know what's happening in the game, right? Okay. Also, sometimes these sounds make you feel like you are in the right place. Let's say if you play a game that you are in a jungle or the forest, so you're gonna hear the background of the birds and animals and the water running. So sometimes the sounds effect make you feel like you're in a place. So make the games more exciting and more interesting and more fun to enjoy and play. All right. Okay, let's see what we have here. Design a solution. Think of a video game or a board game that uses light and sound. How does the game use light and sound? Remember our friend Eric when he was, wanted to design a game, and we said your games use these video games use light and sounds, and kids enjoy it. So you're gonna do something like that. So we're gonna say that, for example, the game I'm gonna design it that lights up when I hit the correct button, and it makes sounds when I lose a point. I'm gonna, create something like that. So I'm gonna say, for example, the game lights up when I hit the right and score a point. And then it will make, let's say, let's keep it like this, and we're gonna say it makes sound when I lose the target. So when you lose your points or you lose your target, the game, the video game you created will make sound, and if you win, it'll make bright lights that make you know that, oh, you won your game or something like that. It's everyone have whatever they, because you're designing your own. You might think for something different. You might think that my game video is a tag game, and I get a point every time I tag someone. So you're creating something you like. All right, let's go for next page, page 84, and see what we have here. All right, design your own game. How would it use sound, light, or both to communicate? Tell about your game. So this is exactly like what we did up there. You're just telling that your game will make the sound if you lose, or make a flashlight if you win, or the opposite. So here, design your own game. So you're gonna come up with a game that you're gonna design it. So your video games, let's say about racing car, I think. Or so that would have sound that seems like you are driving in a car. And of course, you're gonna have flashlights and traffic lights and people sharing around you, cheers for you, you know, because you're in a race. So it make you feel like you are in a track for racing car. So that could be a game, one of the games that you want to create it this way. Or you're gonna be like a designer, or you're designing a house, or you design a robot. So whatever you like. So I will leave this for you. You write whatever you like. All right. And then let's see, draw what your game would look like. Label the parts that use light or sound. So this is because you created it. Let's say if you create a race car game, so this is, you know, you're going to have cars, you're going to have the way the street will look like, where the traffic, you're going to have colors and flags. So it's up to you. And you need to just, most important, label the parts that it has lights and it has sound. So that would be something to have fun and do it. So you write the game, design the game, what do you want to do, what are you going to write, what the game about, and what's the rules for the game. If you lose, what will happen? A sound you will hear a sound, or you're going to see a flashlight, or the opposite. And then you're going to draw your design over here. All right, that's it for today, first graders. Thank you. Bye-bye.